All right. Hello, hello, hello. It is. Sorry about that. Wrong screen. Got it. Yep, and the alarm. All right. So we have gotten some progress the other day with God DH. 131, 133, 134, 135, all first tries, and then unfortunately 136 and 137 took the second try. But of course, during the 134, 135 or something like that, I did not see the conduit. So if I did get a conduit pylon for 136 and even 137, then it would uh pretty much show that I can clear it within the time limit of 1459, and I did. So that's great. I think I fell a rank or so in the overall anyway. Oh, and I fell a rank here. Not surprised actually, because I thought I was like around 63rd and then 31st. And yeah, so I fell one rank already. Uh, but I do intend to try my best to get to top 20. Not today. Today I'm working on the unhallowed essence, the UE one. I am still zero augments. I may augment in between these attempts once I find myself uh, having done enough. I think around 124, 125 is where I would just start augmenting my favorite pieces of the season that I hoarded. And so let's just jump to the UE since today is UE. We're not gonna look at the God DH side today. Uh, that was a very brief summary. So my UE was hoarded gear, so that's why I took a while before I worked on even the 120. And obviously the Paragon is a little crazy with the for 120. But it is a zero augment, and my helmet's really nice. It gave me the default uh, 6 critical hit chance and the 15% multi-shot and a direct resist of Arcane, which is not the best, but when you do get swiped, uh, this helps a little bit. And so, since my primary stats are pretty good, I just wanted to increase the main stat to as high as possible, which is basically 1,000. But since it's an ancient one, it might take a while to show the 1,000, but I got 4 away from it, so that's completely fine. So this is a zero augment one, right? And then this is the shoulders. It's relatively all right. It's pretty much what you want to see even from the God DH. No different. This is something that I really enjoyed seeing that I had wanted for the God DH side. And I keep mentioning God DH because uh, the general concept of the um, gearing on the other equipment slots outside of the chest piece, weapon, and the offhand non-weapon is that you want max discipline for the 6-piece bonus, right? And even for God DH, again, if you do use special recipe, you do want a max discipline divisible total number so that you can press exactly how many before you have to uh, put a lot of more and more pressure during the second half of your GR push attempt, where you're running low on discipline and your preparation focused mind is under pressure, especially during like a 2 to 3 elite play without a shield pylon or something like that, and without obviously a conduit, right? So you want max discipline for UE and even for God DH. Sometimes some people who use special recipe rune, you may still want at least 1 or 2 spots of max discipline in the chest piece or the weapon, right? Usually those two are pretty easy to get at least some max discipline. It doesn't have to be 12 total max discipline on each of those equipment slots, but I think that if you get a, cube recipe page 11 Dawn, it's obviously going to give you max stats, so therefore, uh, getting that 12 max discipline is amazing for special recipe runes specifically. Anyway, uh, the restraint, I decided to switch it up. This one, when I did this GR 120, well, 115, 117, 120, basically, I believe I was playing at around 143% area damage, and I decided that during afterwards, I felt that my attempts were attacking really slow, and I did remember that I need a certain attack speed. Specific. Well, I don't know the breakpoints myself. I only recently got back to UE ever since God DH came out before the. Well, I mean it. God DH arrived in season 21, but I played the PTR to test what God DH felt like, and taught myself how to play it basically at that PTR before season 21. But basically, I used to play UE for the most part. I mean, that's I wasn't a Marauder person, but I was more of a UE person, and so but I didn't push like high GRs back when it was probably like I don't know 105, 110 for UE or something like that at that time. I wasn't into pushing at that time. I was more of just like a uh like T10, T13, T16 UE player, more or less. And maybe like GR 80, 90 at that time for UE. But anyway, uh, you do want more multi-shot fans of arrows a lot, so I'm switching it up. This restraint is going to be with attack speed because I wanted the gloves to show the quadfecta with the area damage instead of a strange attack speed, even though it's fine to show with attack speed, but it's just a rather odd quadfecta, right? If you do that. So I decided that since my restraint is still a non-ancient here, in this setup, I might as well just go for the attack speed route. And then this was my first attempt at the Yang's recurve for my cute recipe page 11. This was not the best, but it was the first start. And since again the UE build needs or wants you to get as much max discipline for the 6-piece bonus as you can because that's the part of the damage. So then, unfortunately, the first cube recipe 11 attempt on the Yang's recurve bow did not arrive with max discipline, so the priority goes to that. And this is the first one I actually recently worked on getting the attack speed, like I just said earlier, about a minute ago, that I actually managed to get a second one that's better than this by having a default max discipline already. Therefore, I can go for attack speed in the primary stats. And my season 34, I actually got a really good Yang's recurve bow for the strafe UE multi-shot. Um, but so far I haven't gotten the same season 34 luck for both the main weapons to use. In season 34 I got the poison damage ranged by default Fortress Ballista for using with the uh, Essence of Anguish, right? And so um and then I got a really good multi-shot natural primal for which what motivated me to try in the season 34 actually for the UE multi-shot strafe version all the way to 142 uh done. And I realized that in the 141 I needed at least 130% area. So it was funny that this like first start I played up to 143% area with just going a weird route with the restraint by getting area damage instead of crit hit damage. Yeah, so anyway, I reduced some area damage for attack speed now, and I will show you later on. I actually also worked on a new pair of boots for more main stack dexterity. This is the UE pants. This is Captain Crimson belts that I think I haven't changed. And then, uh, of course, speaking of max discipline, you definitely want, all three equipment slots to have that, right? So this was my first best hoarded one. Uh, and I noticed obviously after the attempts that it was only 10 max discipline. And that was part of the other problem that led me to having only 8 minutes and 52 seconds of a GR 120 zero augment clear, right? I mean, so far you probably saw that I haven't augmented my UE side at all. And so uh, this missing bit of maximum discipline is a big deal for maximizing damage output before augmenting, right? And so this is the chess piece, but I actually recently Kadala gave me the perfect ancient one, like ancient. So you'll get to see it in just a little bit. Uh, this one, I decided that in the GR 120, I think, or even the 117, I decided to go for the physical side instead of the fire side that I tested in the 115. And so this is the physical elemental trifecta necklace. This used to be fire, right? And obviously it's still 45% damage reduction only in the legendary power text, so it could be better, but the main priority it really is in the primary stats of the life per hit. Knowing that UE build plays at a very low health pool total threshold, and so you want that life per hit because arrows are fundamentally working very well with the life, well, per hit mechanic, right? So you recover health, and since your health pool is relatively low, you will see that your health goes up and down in different difficult situations, and that's the best part about, or that's the most fun about the build, is that you see and watch your life go up and down and maybe even maintaining at max because if you have enough monsters to hit uh every time. I mean, you definitely want to kill all the monsters up ahead, but you still want consistent monsters in wherever you're attacking because you want that life per hit to be maintained so that you don't die from just like fighting one monster, right? You don't actually want to do that also because of the area damage. So you want the splash from the area damage. You want consistently having more density monsters to help with your life per hit. And the sad part about this pair of reps of clarity is that the secondary is just exp bonus, which uh, is negligible, right? And so for pushing, you would rather something like a range damage reduction, or even pickup radius, depending on whether you think that you want to grab the health globus more quickly to heal yourself in case that there's a lack of monsters and only the elite remaining that you're still kiting frantically, trying to kite it into the next cluster, right? And so, if your secondary stats is not good enough, that is going to be like providing more weakness than you would assume not having, right? And so, this is the non-ancient focus with area damage to maintain myself uh, close to 130%. Unfortunately, after I dropped the restraints side, it went from 143 down to 125. So until I get a better focus ring, uh, I believe I'm stuck with 125 until the focus ring gets pretty much 19% or 20%, obviously, to get back to 130. I have to re-verify that again in just a bit. And then this is my best Dead Man's Legacy with the default max discipline that we were talking about 10 minutes ago. And so I am missing uh like 5% there in the lettering text multiplier. Uh but I also do have a primal one that uh, is kind of interesting because I decided to go for attack speed like I talked about. So I am going to actually use a slightly worse primary stats uh, primal version to actually get the attack speed that I felt would be more helpful because this one, unfortunately, that I hoarded was only at 16% attack speed. And you do want like 3 equipment slots of attack speed, mainly weapon, one other equipment, and the Deadman's Legacy to preferably be 19% or 20% attack speed. If you're playing the well, at least the attack speed uh minimum route that you would want to produce good uh, damage so that what you would do is you bring them down from the ambush passive activated down towards uh, the legendary power text of the Deadman's Legacy, which is below 60% health. And once you get that below 60% health as fast as possible, then that's where the attack speed application uh, like helps to get yourself more quickly towards the different health pool thresholds of your enemy monsters, right? And that's the important part. And then the final bit is if you're playing stricken stacks, you want to stack stricken as fast as possible, and there you go. And so that's why I felt there were some issues with my attack speed since I played the 143% area damage at first that did not play into any attack speed other than this 16% one by what I was given, right? So this is the summary and of well, a long-winded summary of the UE for no reason whatsoever because it's only a 120 on the leaderboard. But that's what I have for the UE. And today, since the attempt was under 10 minutes with 0 rips, I am going to be able to load up 122 today. And so let's begin. Yeah, that's another 20 minutes just like last time when I started out the God DH push attempts. I think this is like what 20 minutes as well. Yeah. So uh it's a full recap that's basically 20 minutes just like last time for the God DH as well. Oh, right. Well, there's some things I need to work on, which is my Paragon core distribution because uh I play Guardians with the God DH, whereas UE build you're playing with Captain Crimson, right? So you don't have the Guardian doubling, and so the Paragon core has to be redistributed. Now the other part was that I wanted to show the changes that I made, right? Which is the weapon. So this one is the max discipline now by default, and then it actually arrived with the attack speed. So all I had to do was and since that I actually gained my paragons, I started my UE late, so I actually can take out the dexterity. But of course, if you do take out the dexterity, you definitely want to augment as soon as possible because 1000 well, main stat on weapon is insanely hard to recover without. So if you do decide to roll off main stat for the trifecta or quadfecta, however you want to call it, then you want to augment to get back, you know, around 65%, right? Or the majority, half of what you lost from rolling away. However, the advantage is if you can make it work in the rift situation, then you still get back from splash damage, right? And so you just have to watch how you make use of the change that you made if you decide to roll off main stat uh, at a certain Paragon range, right? The other change was the restraint. I rolled off the 18% area and dropped my area down to 125, and I did talk about how this focus ring is an issue to maintain me back above 130%. That I noticed that in season 34, I needed 130% for past GR 141. I'm nowhere near close to that, and the rate of fire will not present itself to be able to for me to reach 141 this time. Uh, because the strafe multi-shot is just much more like rapid fire, basically. Uh, Pun intended for the annoying build. In fact, the annoying build is actually pretty fun this time, I think, because of the cube flexibility, and it actually generates different versions of the no set rapid fire. Actually, I mean, I haven't tested if the one that I'm thinking of will work, but I told myself it would be interesting if you can just set up like clusters with bola and stuff. It probably doesn't work, but it's just kind of an interesting visualization to have. But anyway, that's like off tangent. So the only way to get back the area damage would be to get 1% there, 2% there, and then some percent here, right? Which is basically above 17%. To get the bare minimum of 130% if I do need it at some point. And then I did talk about using a mediocre primal damage legacy for that 16% attack speed to max attack speed in order to get myself closer to 2 attacks per second, which will help stacking stricken and things like that. Um, and lastly, the change of a new chess piece from the 10 max discipline. This is my favorite chess piece of the season. It is even better than my God DH chess piece this season. It is just like you would want like this kind of stats even for the God DH chess piece. Especially if you're using special recipe rune on smokescreen for the God DH, then max discipline here enables you to press at least one more smokescreen during pressured times against your preparation focus mind. I mean, sure, if you're really good at it, then you don't need any max discipline. Then the other reduced damage from melee would be the other best secondary stat, right? I mean, you double up between ranged and melee if you are playing against like Lacuni slashers and your Oculus ring spawns like right in their blades, then reduce damage from melee attacks in the secondary is better than one more press of smokescreen. I mean, I guess if you turn invisible, you don't take that damage, but then if you did get hit, then a reduced damage from melee would be better because we are also short of melee damage reduction at the higher GRs and only given from the altar, right? So you do want those interesting secondary stats uh, for your later Greater Rift progression, right? So this is like a very interesting chess piece that Kadala gave me just about several days ago, in fact. Yeah, so that's the whole summary extended one because I did get new changes from that leaderboard GR120 first try done, right? And I need to redistribute because this is only good for like your speed GR slash GR120 where you can play at around 450k health or lower. I believe you can play below 500k health as well, but let's not do that. Let's actually play at 650k is like a good start, I would say. And it's a good like rounded number. I mean, the other one I could do is 500 paragons into because I'm also 2,500 paragons. It's kind of like a better number, right? Let me just test. Let me just test real quick to see what 722k health. That might be better. That might be better. I can make up the damage from just surviving and splash. It's only the Rift Guardian that hurts when... I mean, if I'm at 650 health, the Rift Guardian hurts anyway. So I would actually rather a different health pool threshold. And every increments of your GR, right? I think it's like between 3 to 5. You want about 50k health increase anyways, and so this is what like almost a 75k health, well 70k health increase uh per 100 paragons into vitality or something like that, and so I think it's okay. I can make back the damage from, well, make back the time lead if the density presents itself, right? And so I think I am good to go for the zero augments. I will try my best to get as close to 125 done with zero augments, and then I will augment after. Definitely augment the gloves, chests, weapon. Those are my first three, and then the helmet. So 4, and then 5. So I will do that. Oh, the save did not save my new pair of boots, huh? Okay, let me go grab the pair of boots. So my messy stash might be a problem, but let's hope that it's here. Yep, it is here. This is the one. This is a new pair. Save did not... I did not save with the new pair, so it's actually a little bit more health pool as well. It's like 5k extra health. Let me go ahead and save with the new pair of boots. I usually save without any legendary gems because of the old uh rumored issue long like a like what, maybe almost a decade now, that the when the armory had issues with legendary gems, there were rumors about it, or maybe even like existing issue at that time about it. So I prefer saving without. And also, if you save with, if your gem, like if your replication of a lower rank gem, it would choose the lower rank gem if your other builds took your higher gem, if I'm not wrong. So therefore, I would rather save without, then at least I know that I will remember to apply or put on correctly as needed. Now, of course, my main gems are pretty ranked up against a 122 attempt, so it is quote unquote carried by main gems. Yes. Therefore, that's why I would test with zero augments as far as I can before augmenting, because the carrying already exists from overranked main gems of the build, right? And so as soon as the GR tier number catches up with, or at least close to, then that's where your augmentations come into play. And that's how I usually augment anyway at the start of the season, because you may not have enough Petrite Screams outside of sharing, right? And if you play solo self-found, uh, unless you spend lots of keys spamming, the you may be left with a more limited amount of Patriot Screams to even catch up to augmenting like ASAP. And what I mean by that is that if you really want to augment like every single ancient usable that you think you're gonna be using for like a full week, well, chances are you're gonna, if you're very lucky, you keep getting ancients that are like side upgrades by like let's say 0.5% here and there. You're gonna be using up way too many Petrat Screams in your solo self found or something like that. And so my method of zero augments delaying is that you can see the perfected gear, right? And then you augment uh so that you feel the extra damage after. And you want to augment like maybe two to three at a time. Of course, in hardcore mode, you augment ASAP. That's a totally different thing altogether because it includes survivability, right? In softcore, you don't want to rip, but you're not as punished up until you struggle uh, maintaining the time in your Greater Rift. Okay, so 122. I expect myself to start gathering monsters, herding as many as possible, so we will find out if the monster type is actually able to help me with that at all. Uh, of course, with zero augments, I will struggle maintaining the time at first until you see maybe one or two pylons to help me. So we will see how much I can handle with zero augments for between 122, 120 to 125. I would say I expect myself to want to accomplish zero augments up to 125, but uh, we will see if today's RNG loading up keys into the Rift will net me that result or not. Okay? All right. I mean, if they give me a good map, am I ready? I usually say no because I just go right into the push attempt tier number. I don't want to load up a lower one and waste the perfect pylon order or something like that on a tier number that isn't meant for my push attempt, right? So what I do for warming up, by the way, is that I usually warm up with my first best screen of density or first best screen of progress percentage that you think you can get, and that's the usual warm up that I do when it comes to pushing. When it comes to the push day, I use the first best screen of monsters as my warm up. And so let's go ahead and start finally after 30 minutes or even after 35 minutes. So, am I missing anything? No, I don't think so. Let's test it out. Here we go. This is one of my favorite maps in the Strafe, uh, the Angelic season, by the way. This is a little messy. But this is one of my favorite maps and monster type, in fact, because if you can get the okay, so this monster type is that Transformers. The staff wielding guys will these guys will turn into unholy thralls, and I do want them to turn into unholy thralls in order to get the actual progression. But I think I'm overkilling them already, so I'm waiting and stalling from that side of the density cluster until they turn. And you can see that while I'm talking all this time, I'm already maintaining my progression. Because this is just insane amount of... Oh, okay, I overkilled those before they turn. So that's not good. Ouch. That actually hurt. Which is another reason why I went for that 700 something health. Okay, I got a speed at random at 14% that I didn't expect, but I was trying to travel to pull more monsters. Hey, there's a blue elite there. Heal. Let's heal. This is where the pickup radius is actually very funny because you don't actually want to waste the health globes if you don't need to use the health globes yet, but sometimes if they disappear on you, you might as well use them. And I am not playing far enough, but for Zeiss, but that's okay. Heal. Let's see. And another reason why I'm doing this is also I'm trying to make use of the space that I already revealed. I don't want to waste any more reveal before I get the percentage. There we go. Both the elites went down. Alright, time to grab. And the reason why I didn't grab that earlier just now is because I don't want the too many compounding elite affixes. That way I don't pressure my own like speed of what I'm doing with the density, because now I don't have any density, right? So I didn't want to like clear everything so quickly, because then my life per hit is not gonna help me sustain. Okay, channeling. I needed more monsters, so that's why I'm moving up ahead, and then I somehow got a channeling at 40%, I think. Okay, that's a fly that won't follow, I think. Okay, it's following now. I'm lacking density. Is there more density? I need more density. Really? 3 pylons before 50%. That's a rare one. I'm surprised, actually. I wasn't even expecting this, but okay. Since I got the shield, I have another problem. The problem is going to be the Rift Guardian fight, and I know that this is only a GR 122, but you have to start thinking about, like, whether you're going to get a boss that that has ads or not. Eventually. So, I have the other problem is that will this be a 3 pylon rift, and then all I have left is a 99% pylon check that may or may not happen, right? So, that's why I'm just thinking whether I need to save 1 pylon specifically for the Rift Guardian fight. Okay, there's a blue that I can play. How many elites did I have? Like 3 on this side. They're almost dead, actually, while I'm talking. Yeah, I'm wasting too much time setting things up, actually. That's the Juggernauts. That's half hurts. Let's take the shield. I'm firing against the shield elite specifically. Because that's the one that I need to work on. Okay. Everyone is here. Let's use the Oculus Ring. How much of shield left? Half. Another one down. Another one down. Okay. This is a one floor clear, right? Maybe. What can I do? Is there anything else? Oh, I did have... Oh. Overkill! Okay. I mean, I was walking this way or vaulting this way because I needed a few percent. But apparently I got my pylon. Okay, so who is it? Orlesh. And this is the whole reason why I wanted to save pylons. A little messy, but... There we go. That's the GR... Oh. That's the GR, 122. One floor, apparently. Alright. That worked out. That was a little bit crazy on the pylons. I wasn't expecting that many pylons on one floor. But I did get uh the monster type that I wanted to see. That was also my what? I think if I remember, I think it was like a GR 140 in my season 34 that I got this same basically layout, but on what, third floor or something? On a third floor like this, but this time it appeared on my first floor 122. It's a little too soon to actually have this kind of floor, but it's a good start to practice with. And I think I did pretty well there. Um, I was conserving space initially up top, just gathering them together before I reveal more when I needed more life per hit. Yeah, I was just randomly walking around because I was talking and thinking out loud the whole time. But that was pretty fun. What do I need to rank up? This one, that was 0 rips. I think I got hurt a few times pretty, I mean, the health pool that I decided on is actually good. I think I might need even 750k. But this is good for now. So 0 rips. Let's see. This 137 is my God DH one. So let's see. There we go. Top 100 or top 75 even. Let's view the details. 0 augment helmet, 0 augment shoulders, 0 augment gloves, non-ancient restraint. Nice Yang's recurve from recipe page 11 for now. Uh, Slightly newer pair of boots. Still that same pair of pants. Still that same belt. Uh, Latest best Kadala provided UE chess piece that's basically very godly. Uh, I decided to go with physical damage ever since 117 and 120. This is the reps of clarity with the life per hit. It is still at 45% damage reduction. This is the non-ancient focus. Oh yeah, 0 augment there, 0 augment, 0 augment, 0 augment, 0 augment. And then I decided to try this interesting mediocre Demon's Legacy. Of course, it's pretty good that it already arrived with the max discipline, but the primary stats is alright. And here's my skill bar. There could be some changes to the skill bar eventually. Maybe the vault isn't the best because it changes my distance too much, and so it does affect your size uh quite a bit, and also the animation will eat into your capability in life per hitting, right? And so this is gonna change possibly to smokescreen or something eventually, for you to stand still and fire away instead of the vaulting animation, right? But that's just like visually thinking out loud. Yeah, stuff like that. All right, uh, let's continue. 0 rips so far. Not expecting that to stay very very long. But it's my style usually to try to do 0 rips as best I can. But this was one of the best layouts, I would say.
Well fought, Nephilim.
Let's continue. Let's just start working on the health pool. I saw that I have enough damage. I just need to watch my positioning. Well, not enough damage for the Rift Guardian, but enough damage for the rest so far anyway. And that was a very good monster type to start out, so I guess it may feel like I have enough damage, but when the monster types are a lot tougher, it may be time to augment and maybe time to like see what I can do to increase my damage, which is augmenting, right? Majority of the situation. So what was it? Under 10 minutes, 0 rips. So that's another +2, right? Yep. So 124. I used up that graveyard. This next one might not be a good one. And it will be challenging, I bet.
Brave
Okay.
the rifts, and
Spire.
you will be well rewarded.
Pandemonium. First blue already. Blue's fine to start out. Can't really use those Oculus rings, even though I usually would use them. Although the kiting is kiting them the wrong way. So it's time to move forward. This is where the time lead is so different from the other one, right? Like I said, the other one was so good.
I wish I could. Your fear betrays you. Need more time.
Alright, okay. The scorpions are almost dead, or maybe it's just illusions. We'll see.
I must wait now. My strength is back.
Okay, they're dead. Okay, nice. Next elite, what is it? Arcane. Broke even. Okay. This is getting rough now. Yep, it is. I think I have to play density now instead of these elites. Unfortunately, this is too hot.
I'm still waiting.
Or maybe even skip this floor. It's too hot.
Feel my wrath. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Let's try to play a little bit on that Oculus ring.
I must wait now.
Not that one. It's too far. The blue's half dead. Nice. This will help.
That was just
Yep.
a taste.
I think the yellow elite might be dead too. Just about.
I'm still
Right.
waiting.
Yep, nice.
Need more time.
Make sure I grab all the orbs. Okay, I did. Okay, 33%. That's not bad.
Not ready yet.
Let's use this Oculus ring. Speed pylon.
Need more time.
What is it?
Feel my
Blue
wrath.
elite. Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. I might need to use the speed now, actually,
Need more time.
because I think I need to clear out some of this.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, nice Oculus ring.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Let's actually go this way a bit. Let's use the Zeiss a bit. I think I took out one. Okay, how hurt is this one? Shielding, I think I have to move.
Not ready yet.
I'm not even hitting that elite. Too far, okay.
I'm still waiting.
I think I'm gonna make a bad decision by kiting this, but I think it's sleeping, so let's move on.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about what the next floor is like, actually.
Need more time.
Okay, let's move on. Juggernaut. This is tough. Very unlikely.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, this is the end, right? The end of the floor. Yep, okay. Skip. Good skip. Ah, oof. Okay, medium spiders at least is pretty good. Yeah, but that was a good decision at the end, because that other was sleeping. The
Fear betrays you. Not
the
ready
Sweet
yet.
Pylon Elite Yellow was sleeping, so...
I'm still waiting.
How many spiders do I have left around here?
You won't survive that.
Alright, which direction? I often get lost here. Is it this way? Maybe. Looks like it. Alright,
I'm still waiting.
okay.
Not ready yet. Feel my wrath.
Breaking... I mean, having a time lead is good, but
Need more time.
this is not looking...
Not ready yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting. Do you want more?
Alright, let's keep moving.
Not ready yet.
I don't really want to go backwards to that Oculus ring now.
Need more time. Do you
I can use this one.
I'm still
Alright,
waiting.
so... It's the blue at the dead end. I might have to kite this
I wish I could do
towards the exit. Maybe. I don't know if it's worth it or not. This might not be worth it.
that. Need more time.
Yeah, they're taking too long to follow, I think. Okay.
Not ready yet.
Alright, running out of...
I'm still waiting.
This is getting worse. Oh no. I think I'm gonna be trapped around here if I play here.
Need more time. You won't survive that. I'm still waiting. I must heal.
Ah, I knew it, see? That was bad. I knew my health pool was gonna get
Ready yet.
punished.
I must wait long.
They're only half dead. And I think the exit is relatively
I
soon.
wish I could do that.
Where's my pylon? Really? I didn't even get an exit pylon. Not that I wanted an exit pylon, but really? Can I
must
get
wait
the...
long.
Can I get the blue? Please?
I'm still waiting.
Ah, really? There's a healthy, really healthy blue as classic. Wow, that almost hit me. Uh-oh, this is
Need
bad.
more time.
Okay. Alright, got the blue, I think, now.
Not ready yet.
Actually. Alright.
I'm still
Alright,
waiting.
where's my pylon? I can't spend without the pylon. Oh, okay. Uh, good news, bad news.
Need more
Bad
time.
news is, what if I don't get a good boss? Because this might be my last pylon. This is terrible.
Not ready
It's
yet.
like I want to just spawn the Rift Guardian now, but I feel like, well, I think Conduit can clear the Rift Guardian anyway, but I
Need more time.
kinda don't want to take that risk.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Because I can take out a blue right here anyway, and I should be fine.
Need more time.
The Rift Guardian has
Okay, who did I get? Oh, I guess it didn't really matter, huh? I don't actually like this spot.
Not ready yet.
Thank you.
I'm still waiting.
Really? Okay.
Not ready yet. Your fear betrays you. Need more time.
That was just a just in case, you know? Like,
That was just a phase.
nice Oculus ring.
Need more time.
There we go. Done. I'll just practice.
Not ready yet.
There we go. That was the 124. It ended up working out. I got procced one time at that charger bulls somewhere. And I wasted some time at that bottom dead end zombie blue as well. So I wasted like what 20 seconds there. Uh and I think even before this on the first floor I wasted another 20 seconds there as well, I think. In the like not knowing that I'm close to an exit soon, I think. So I could be almost a minute faster had I done better. But I think that positionally speaking, from the map layouts, I didn't get my pylons, so this was a lucky one. I mean, what's the worst? Probably what, channeling? Not really, because I'm using Captain Crimson. So there wasn't really any worse pylons. It was just not enough pylons because I had to work everything on my own basically. So yeah. Anyway,
What do
that was the 124. 0 rips. Well, I nearly ripped one time. At least one time. Top 60. Well, rank 60. 0 augment still. Yeah, this vaulting, I mean, it's okay. I'm used to the vaulting, it's fine. Smoke screen will be a little bit more work to play. Like, reface.
You must choose my skill.
Alright. That 124 down.
I need
It's
to go
fun.
back.
Impressive.
I've become stronger.
13 minutes, though. Could have been 12 minutes, I think. I mean, I was greedy with the convit, too, so definitely could save like a full minute easily throughout the rift. And if I had one more pylon, it would have been probably like another minute. So it could have been 2 minutes faster. But it would still not be under 10 minutes considering what I had. So, I mean, if I sped up going to multiple floors, it would probably have been 10 minutes instead. I just decided to play floor 1 with the bad monster set, I guess. But again, it's not an or extreme, so you still like suffer if you go to the next floor and it turns out poorly. 100%, really? Opposite. Let's extract this for fun. Alright, and then I guess I can go for bracers just for the sake of this build.
What a steal. Ooh, that's nice.
But even then, I need life per hit version.
Want to see what you'll get? What a steal. See you soon. Anything could happen. Well, isn't that nice?
Okay. So that was the 122 and 124. Now it's going to be 125. The ranks are gonna start not looking too much. Probably top 50 now. So the goal is top 50. And then I'll augment after that. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So 125. Spaghetti. Plate of spaghetti. Okay. Alright. Okay, grotesque is not bad. It's just really rough to play on a spaghetti. Okay, I guess. I got some double ring.
Not ready yet.
It's like, how do you play this on a spaghetti map? exactly.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time.
I mean, I am actually taking out
I'm
a
still waiting.
yellow elite, which is funny. I think it's dead.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Okay, nice. Break even. Oh, shield. 12% shield. Okay. Is this the...
I'm still
Okay,
waiting.
this is the turn.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Hmm.
Not ready
I need to
yet.
find an exit direction.
Need more time.
Okay, I got a blue elite
I'm
too.
still waiting.
Nice Oculus ring for now.
Need more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet.
They are half dead.
Need more time.
Oh. Is this the direction?
I'm
But
still
first, an Oculus ring. Okay, both dead. Nice. Nope, that's not the
ready yet.
direction. Shield's almost done. I guess I'll play here on this last tile. Probably not the elite unless the elite actually dies.
Darkness awaits you.
Oh, it's a blue. Okay. Well, is there a blue and a yellow elite, or am I just seeing things?
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
I was just seeing things. Alright, next. West
Need more
March.
time.
Bad maps. Oh, okay, it's Ice Porcupines. Might work. Might be able to
I'm still waiting.
get some progress.
Need more time.
Not easy though. Speed. I might need to speed out of here. Let's just
Not
take
ready
it.
yet. That was just a taste. Need more time.
I might need to get out. Yeah, this is... Okay, this spot is fine to play. Let's play here instead. What's my life per hit doing?
Not ready yet. You won't survive that. I'm still waiting.
That's an illusionist, right?
Need more time.
That's probably not enough.
Not ready yet.
I really need to pray for the next floor to be good. This is concerning.
I'm still waiting. Sweet revenge. Need more time.
Funny thing though is that that's actually pretty hurt.
Not ready yet. You won't survive that.
Yeah, this is okay.
Need
I'll,
more time.
not a good idea, but okay.
I'm still waiting. A most thrilling battle. Not ready yet.
Okay, nice. This is a helpful bit.
You won't survive that. I'm still waiting.
Not that elite though.
Not ready yet.
Alright, I need to get out. Let's go to the next. Okay, maybe clear this part.
I must wait longer.
Maybe not. Yeah, not really.
Need more time.
Alright, let's get out. Chargers again? Are you serious?
Not ready yet.
Do I get a pylon help maybe here? Power. Sounds like a crick to me.
Need more time. Survive that. I'm still waiting.
There's a lot of stuff though. I think I might be a little too greedy. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I might be a little greedy to do this, but
I must wait longer.
I'm planning for the future, not thinking about what I am doing currently. Which way?
Not ready yet.
This way, okay. Can I get enough percent on this floor?
I'm still waiting.
To come back for the power? It's kind of far.
Need more time. I could get accustomed to that. Not ready yet. Do you want more?
A bit hot.
I wish I could do that.
Uh oh.
I'm still waiting.
Frozen Pulse is chasing me. 93%. Why are there so many healthy monsters?
We must await longer.
94%.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Do you want more?
96.
Need more time.
97.
Not ready yet. Sweet revenge.
89.
Need
Is there
more
a...
time.
No. Alright, so it's just spawn it and...
I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Alright.
We must await longer.
Ouch.
Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting. Not
Okay.
ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Haha. Okay.
I'm injured.
Ouch. I laughed too soon.
Need more time.
Ouch. Okay. Alright. I laughed a little too soon there. That was not... I mean, I didn't have to stall that much more because the Power Pylon is really, really strong, but I decided to stack in as best I could against him. I think I played the first part of the Rift Guardian fight really well until I got overly excited before it even cleared out, you know? Anyway,
I'm here to help.
whew. That was the 125. 0 rips. I nearly ripped, actually, at that last bit. Well, yeah, on this floor. This floor was risky because of the shock towers as well. And then I made an exciting mistake at the end there. That was... So got 122 down on a really nice one floor graveyard with 4 pylons. And then a 124 that was a lot tougher with a little bit of stalling too much with my own mistakes. Could have saved like a minute plus, but then I didn't get more pylons. I only got like what, 2 pylons, a speed and a conduit, I think, something like that. And then this one I got, what was it? Speed and what? Oh, shield. Shield, speed, power. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was pretty interesting too. didn't make top 50, but I cleared it. 0 augments. But I think it is time to augment now. The time is 13 minutes on each of them. So well, the funny thing about the augment and not augmenting though is that the density is not dying so fast, which is nice for the life per hit and also for the splash damage against the elite that I uh get in the middle of everyone. But then when the monster types are the tanky ones, then without augments, I'm not able to get the 1% or even the half percent that they provide more quickly uh, in order to get the pylons to spawn. Uh, and so I think it is time to augment. I mean, it's like 13 minutes, so that's a clear sign already. All right, let's check how many whispers I have, and let's work on the augments.
The ancients would be proud.
And then maybe when this is all done and prepared, I may even be able to play in groups with this UE setup instead of using my God DH. I'm gonna be like kiting the whole map and playing like 4 elites that a God DH cannot handle. I mean, my God DH playstyle, uh, not the COE one. The COE one, I can only fight like at max 3, I think, elites, or maybe even 2. But the Fortress way that I play, I actually enjoy playing 3 to 5 elites. Actually, funny enough. Um, but if I can actually get this to work in group play after the augmentations, then I can just play this one instead. But I may have to stack a bit more health, potentially speaking. I may want 850k health gameplay, I think, because after augmenting, I have the damage. And then in group play, because I don't have the follower with me, then I do need to get a bit of health pool in order to play the big play. So, but I am trying to get ready for the group play to switch it up a bit, to play not just a God DH and actually see how it goes with the group play with multi-shot. It's kind of similar to I think Meteor, to be honest. Ooh, that can roll life after each kill, but I think I have a good pair of pants already, right? Strength. What is this restraint doing? Let's check the shadow pants. Yeah, I have a better one already. 646 dexterity, 615, and it has the life after each kill. Yeah, this is under 600. I mean, I wasn't thinking about the under 600 so much. I was just seeing the life after each kill. So, I have a better one. Okay, now for the augments, right? Yeah, and I'm in Act 2, so that this is perfect. Alright. I only have 4. Well, I technically can just use this and just re-rank a new one.